Today we're going to be doing some VirtualBoy repairs. I am quite a fan of VirtualBoy, but I haven't done any videos lately on it. So what I'm going to show you today is I have a broken VirtualBoy here. It kind of works. It still turns on. One display is working, one display is not. And also there's a cracked lens on this one as well. So I'm going to show you how to repair the cracked lens or replace it using some see-through plastic. It's not as great as the ones that come with it, but it is a very cheap way to correct it. And I'm also going to show you how to use a conventional oven to actually attempt to repair the broken display. Okay, so one of the biggest downsides to VirtualBoy repair is the tool that you actually need to repair it. I'm going to try to leave a link in the description below of some places that actually sell this. I'm sure you can get it on iFixit. I got mine on eBay, and it usually costs around anywhere between $10 to $15. To begin, obviously, we need to start taking it apart. Okay, so the good thing about it is this pops right off. So, to begin, we want to replace the broken lens. So, let's see how bad. Ooh, that was bad. Okay. So, not sure how they cracked that. But this is also good if it's really scratched up as well, so you can actually see clearly through it. I mean, obviously we have one that is perfectly fine, and actually it's not too scratched up. I may actually just try to sell that one if anybody wants that. So let's go ahead and we're going to move that for now. Make sure you keep all the screws together. This is perfect to hold on to the screws. That way they don't go anywhere. That's what goes on top of the cartridge. So the broken one, we're just going to throw it away. Not much we can do with it. Going to take our wonderful see-through plastic sheet. Take the one that's not busted. And these are pretty interchangeable. Actually, that one's cracked there too. I guess I can't sell it. Okay, not a problem. So, and we're just going to go ahead and trace two of these. Okay, so now we have those traced. Go ahead, I don't know how well you guys can see that. We're going to go ahead and cut them out. So now we have our two new lenses, and hopefully they should fit pretty well in there since we traced the old ones. May have to cut them down a little bit. Yep, does need to be cut down ever so slightly. That's fine. Sorry, I'm doing this. There we go. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, and just to make sure everything's going to line up nice. Okay, so we need to cut the bottoms off a little bit. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Now that we've replaced or modified the actual see-through lenses on the VirtualBoy, now let's try to repair the actual broken display. Now to do this, we do need to remove the speakers just so we can kind of see and get to it on either side. Also, a very tiny Phillips is needed to actually release these displays. So we are going to unscrew here and here to get that little itty bitty display out of there. Be very careful with this. And then go ahead and unplug it. Using this. There we go. And there we have it. Now, where normally the issue is right here. It's not making a proper connection. So since this is the bad one, I'm only going to do it to this one. Eventually I may have to do it to the opposing side, but for now we're just going to repair the broken one. Okay, for this portion of the tutorial you need a baking sheet. I always recommend putting it on tin foil, that way it's not actually on the baking sheet itself. And we're actually going to lay it like so. And the reason we're going to do that is once this goes flat, it's ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat this up and then we're going to press on the connections using a pencil to press it down and make a better connection. And then we're going to use Scotch tape and wrap it around to kind of try to secure it. So set your oven to 200 degrees. As you heard it beep, you know it's ready. And then we're just going to open up the oven and put it in. Now it is very important to keep an eye on it, so the second it goes flat, you know it's heated up enough. So obviously make sure you leave the oven light on. Okay, it's been about 5 to 7 minutes, which is the recommended time, and that is flat. So let's go ahead, take it out, and see if we can get that connection better. Just going to take a paper towel, grab it. It's not too hot. And then I'm going to press and hold that to try to make that connection a little better. Do it from the other side as well. I think I've sufficiently pressed on that enough. So take it back to the VirtualBoy, let it cool off. You have the option to put Scotch tape around that area, just around the cable itself and the bottom of the connection if you want. But other than that, it should be good to go. Okay, cool. Also keep in mind, even though I got the display working, I highly recommend reinforcing the connection with Scotch tape. It's just a little piece of tape around it after you press it and hold it. And it seemed that after about 5 to 7 minutes, it was ready to go. So about 200 degrees, 210, 215, around there. And around anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes, just keep an eye on it. So once it goes flat, you know it's hot enough and you can go ahead and hold and press or press it down with a pencil. and get that connection reestablished. Well, that's how you fix the VirtualBoy display and the VirtualBoy lenses. I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to post them in the comments below. I'd be happy to try to answer them. I'm also going to leave some links to my other VirtualBoy tutorials. I do have how to make an AC adapter for the battery pack. I also have a tutorial on how to use the Google Cardboard, a computer, and your phone to play VirtualBoy games in an emulator, so check that one out as well. And I've also done a 3D model of the VirtualBoy. At any rate, have a great one.